Hello, and welcome to another Precision Flyer Repairs video. This one features two post-war American Flyer 080 steam engines. They're terrific engines, not all that common, and we have two different versions of it. In the foreground here, we have a 346, which is date stamped April 1955 inside. And on the outside rails, we have a 343, its sister engine, if you will, which was produced in 1953 and 54 with its reverse unit in the tender, which this one has. They're both sent to me from the same customer at the same time. And he just said, look, I'd like these to be made to run like they ought to. And they needed a lot of work. Literally from the frame strip down on up, drivers disassembled into the three components and reconstructed. You name it, new harness for the wires on the 343 and the rebuild of the reverse unit. The 346, same degree of work, a little different because it has a 4-position reverse unit in its cab, which is a very unusual device. I don't know if you've ever seen one or not. I think on my website there might be a gallery page of photographs on the 346 4-position in-cab reverse unit. Otherwise, I have one I could take pictures of and share them there. It works when everything about it is perfect. Otherwise, it's very cantankerous and can many times fail. When you look at the design of it, you can say yes, assuming every clearance and tolerance is just right, assuming no material interfaces have oxidation on them, including aluminum components, and everything is in just perfect order. All the 4 contacts on its upper small diameter contact barrel are all exerting the right degree of pressure and have clean connection with the barrel. Yes, they can and do work, but it doesn't take much of anything for them to fall out of tune and not be all that reliable or functional or frankly fun. But I think Flyer learned that and soon steered clear of them. But this one has it, and I was able to get it functioning. That's functioning for now, and I'm not sure for how long, because like I said, everything about it has to be just right, and nothing about a machine remains just right for terribly long. But it's great fun while it lasts, and I'm glad I got this one ready for the customer to enjoy. So like I mentioned, these were built in the 53-54 time frame for the 343 and then 55 for the 346. One other differentiating feature to the 346 is it has an air chime whistle in the tender, and this one's works. So without any further ado, I really wanted to make this video focus on these running about because they're fun little engines. And I'll ask for your forgiveness in advance because my layout has interlocking loops. And so while I'm trying to run one and park it while I pull out the other, I'm going to have the video camera to pay attention to, switches to pay attention to, one or both engines at a time to pay attention to. So if I go off screen with the focus of the camera, that's just because I can do so many things at once. While I'm thinking of it, if you'd like more information about Precision Flyer Repairs, please visit my website at precisionflyerrepairs.com or email me at precisionflyerrepairs@gmail.com. Thank you. And of course, if you like the video and subscribe. If you do, I recommend you hit the bell and the word all so that anytime I post new videos like this one, you'll be informed of that. Okay, So let's fire these up and get them running around so you can see what they're like. I think it's particularly fun because these are, as I mentioned, not all that common, and a lot of fun. Here we have the 343 starting off in action first. Having rebuilt these from the tracks on up, included completely redoing their drive wheel sets. And I find that that gives the engine a real nice new lease on life, particularly in terms of how balanced and smooth and steady it runs. Now I'm moving around with the camera, so I'm not sure you can appreciate that, but I do like to do that with engines when it's needed, but also knowing that usually it really helps them run very smooth in the end. So again, I'm switching switches, running the camera, and I'm about to take this train up the incline. Nice, strong, smooth puller. They both got brand new old stock Homemore rims put on them. In fact, entire new old stock Homemore wheels on them. So we're just going to park this one up there. And now I'll bring out the 346. And let me get my switch settings correct for that. Yep, it takes changing 3 of them to do it. And we ought to be able to pull it out. Now I'm gonna, you can see this is the in-cab 4 position reverse unit in action. And like I said, when everything about them is right, they're as good as any other. But you have to get them where everything is right in order for this kind of response and performance to be the case. Here's the air chime whistle. It's a pretty solid unit, nice sounding. And I'll bring this one out. So I'll run about the layout with some cars in tow. There she goes. Now both of these are being run with about 11.5 volts measured at the track. I assure you, they can really get up and go. They're quite fast. And it's amazing, you know, because even at this speed, look at all that linkage is moving. These wheel diameters are small. They're meant for switching operations. But when you get them up going fast, those linkage sets and wheels really go to town. There we go. A little closer up. I'll speed it up a little bit. There we are. And there we have it. The 343, frozen here on the incline, awaiting further instructions, and the 346, already performing in revenue service on the high rails of S gauge. So thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. And until next time, be well and have fun running your trains.